Hiya, this is a video on how I use the iTrackBites app. I have been using that for about 5 weeks now. I've cancelled my WW subscription that ended on Monday, so I'm exclusively using this now. It's now Wednesday, but I've been using it for about 5 weeks anyway. Absolutely fine. I've been paying WW for over 5 years now. Quite a few people didn't know that when you get to goal, even if you do workshops and online, you have to continue to pay for the app. You pay £6.95 a month for the app. If you're online only, you continue to pay online only. So I've been paying for a number of years, and I don't think it's fair that we have to pay in the UK, and I know full well the US don't have to pay when they get to goal. I just think that's really unfair. Especially, I could sort of understand if they made you do it for a year, and then once you prove that you can stay at goal for a year, then they did it for free. I can sort of understand that, but they don't even do that. So they just expect you to keep paying forever and ever and ever until I found this app, which is absolutely brilliant. I love it. I did turn around to my partner the other day and I was going, oh, it's such a pain. I'm having to put all my food in. And he went, stop being silly. You know you love it. And I do. I love stuff like this. I'm really, really bad at maths, but I absolutely love inputting stuff. It calms me. Anyway, once I've got my basic foods in, which is what I did for the first few weeks, once I've got my basics in, it's absolutely fine. It's got a barcode scanner on, so that works a treat. I just make sure I double check stuff. But then I was double checking stuff on WW anyway, so it's absolutely no bother for me at all. The only thing that is different is, obviously, I follow the WW Green plan. You can't roll over points. But I have found a sneaky way of getting around that. On Thursday, I used 29 points. It's very rare for me to roll points over anyway. It's very, very rare. But on the rare occasions I do not want to lose that extra point. And I forget what I've eaten the day before anyway. That's why I need an app. So, I found a sneaky way of getting around that. If you could click on that, if you want to go and download this app, it's available on Apple and it's available on Android. So if you want to go and download it and just have a quick mooch, that's fine. And then go to weight loss plan. There are various plans available, as you can see. I follow the Sugar Smarts. Some of them you do have to pay for. I'm not sure which ones they are, but it's £26 a month. Somebody did say the other day that if you do pay for it, you get extra sort of restaurants and stuff. I think Costa's in there. But I've put it all in myself anyway. I love it. You'd spent ages putting them in the other day. Absolutely love it. If you go to weight loss plan. No, that would not be right. Then go to, weekly allowance, which is down here. So if you've rolled 4 points over, change your weekly allowance. I had 1 point to roll over, so I just changed my weekly allowance from 42 to 43. But then you need to remember the following week that you've done that and change it back to 42 again. Or else you give yourself an extra point, which isn't a bad thing. But then again, you might not lose weight if that's your aim. It is available to pay for. It's £26 for the whole year, which is not bad at all, in fact. This is how I use the app. This is how I've chosen to use the app. It's the way that I find easier for me. Obviously, if you want to download the app and have a good look, if you find a better, easier way of doing it for you, that's absolutely brilliant. But this is the way that I do it. The barcode scanner works absolutely fine. So let me show you. So that is the barcode scanner at the top there. You can click on that. So I've got a couple of bits up to show you. These are from Aldi. I'm absolutely loving these at the moment. So if you scan them into the app, that worked first time, sometimes that doesn't. Somebody's already put them in for us, which is absolutely brilliant. What I tend to do the first time I scan something is I will check that nutritional information on the back of the pack is exactly the same, just so that I'm sure. But I did that with WW anyway, so it's no bother. This is exactly the same. They are 3 bites, sorry. When I do my what I eat in a day videos, I'm going to use different things because it's whatever's. I'm going to be spending 5 hours doing a video on my dinner, and by that point it's getting cold. So if I call it points, if I call it smart points, if I call it bites, it is what it is. It's all much of a muchness to me. So I do apologise now if people do start getting confused, but I'm going to try and stick to points, because in my head that's just what's stuck in my head now. There's no way around it. It's stuck in there. I've been doing it for years. So you then just track it. You can track it to your lunch, you can track it to your breakfast, you can track it to your dinner. It's exactly the same as WW app basically for that. So that's in. Now there are also times where I like to go in grams. People know, if you watch my What I Eat in a Day video, you're perfectly aware that I like to weigh pretty much all of my food. Something like that, I'm just going to go by the pack. Something like sticky toffee pudding, flapjacks, which I found earlier, I'm going to go by a serving, because I ain't weighing stuff like that. I spend a lot of time weighing anyway, so I don't. Whereas things like cereals and stuff, I don't tend to like to stick to what a serving is. I like to have, sometimes I like a little bit more, sometimes I like a little bit less. So I've brought these up to show you. So they are the Shreddies Strawberries and Creams. So let me scan that in for you. So again, the barcode scanner is just there. Let me scan that. Now somebody has put that in as a serving. Now a serving of these is 40 grams, which is great, but I don't want it as a serving. So I'm going to go in and edit that and change it. And then when I change it, it will save to my foods, which I'll show you in a sec. So first of all, to edit something, you've got 3 little dots in the top corner. Click on that and then click edit. And it will say editing a food from our official food database will create your own copy under My Foods, which is brilliant. That's where all my food is anyway. So I've checked the nutritional information on that. Sorry, I'm rattling a lot today. And it's exactly the same. So, but instead of changing it to 100 grams, I can go into 1 serving. If you have a look, it's changed it to 1 serving there. If you click on that, you can change it to grams. So 40 grams is a serving. So that will all stay the same. And then once I've tracked that, once I've saved it, that is now in My Foods, which I will show you now. So if you click on the ad there, go to My Foods and put in strawberries and cream shreddies. Is there. Now, I get confused by stuff like that, because I'm not going to search strawberries and cream and then I'm going to have to like search through the whole of the database to try and find it that's on My Food. So what I then do is I will go to edit again, so it's the 3 little dots in the corner, go to edit, then I'm going to change it to a lot of tapping going on here, paste, to Shreddies Strawberries and Cream instead. So if you can see that. So when I save it, it's Shreddies Strawberries and Cream. So when I search it in My Food, it will come up. I can just search Shreddies and I know that'll come up. And it's the same if I put chocolate Shreddies in that I've saved in there as well. It just means that it's what's easier for me to remember. So things like that, if I put that in myself, I'm going to put it in as McVitie's Hobnobs, sticky toffee puddings, because I'm more likely to search McVitie's than anything else. It's the same with those. I've put them in as Aldi Southern Fried, because I'm going to search it as Aldi rather than Southern Fried, because it's just going to end up confusing me. So that's how I use the app. That is now saved in My Foods. So if you go to that, and then My Foods is just there. So that's what's saved in there. So that's all of the foods that I've saved in, that I've used, that is now saved in there. So that's how I've done it, and that's what works for me. Now you get stuff that isn't actually in the database. So, sorry, bit of my hair. So I know that this isn't in there. I did check earlier. So again, go to the barcode scanner, scan it in, and it comes up with not found. So then you go to create food, and that will come up. So this is a rustless sausage muffin. So put in rustless sausage muffin. Sorry, get my teeth in. I'm going to put it as a serving because I'm just going to heat that up and eat it. And then it will ask you for, there you go, so that's nutrition information on the back, which is per portion. So it's got 100 grams and per portion. Now, depending on what that is, I'm going to put, so if it was if it was the first time that I was putting those shredders in, I'd put it as 40 grams, which is a serving. It's the same with other stuff as well. I'll put it in as 100. I'll put stuff in as 100 grams. So like I've put my Aldi toasty bread in. I'll put that in as 100 grams. I put the ancient grain Aldi bread in that I use in as 100 grams because I'm not going to use it as a portion because I like to weigh. I like to be really accurate and I like to weigh. So that's what I've done. So this is going to be per serving. So that's on there. But if you wanted to change it to grams, you can. You can change it to whatever you want. You just click on it and you can change it to whatever you want. But I'm going to keep it as it is for now. So the calories in this is 371. And then the total fat is 15.1. The saturated fat is 5.9. The carbohydrates is 39.7. The fibre isn't on there, so I'm just going to put that as 0. The sugars is 8.1 and the protein is 17.9. So then you go to done. Go to submit and it will ask you, it says, would you be able to take a picture of the nutritional label? It will help us to maintain accurate nutritional data. I've always gone, sure, okay. Then it will come up with your camera. Just hover it over the nutrition information, take a picture, and it will show you what the picture looks like. And you can just go to upload, use picture, and then that'll upload it onto there. Like someone was saying to me the other day, us doing this will expand their database, which is brilliant. It just helps other people along the way. So that is now saved. 12 points for that. Go and get one from McDonald's. No, I'm only joking. I might try one of those. 40 from a partner, but I might give one a try. So that's 12 points for that. You can then track it, so you can put it as my breakfast and I can track it if I want. So that's now on there. Comes off your thingy, comes off your points, and then it'll take them off your weeklies once you're done. That's pretty much it. So yeah, that's how I use it. It is that simple. Like I said, the barcode scanner is great. I tend to use that a lot. I've tended to save my own foods in there, and what I've done is the same with restaurants. I've put Five Guys in there. I've put Gourmet Burger Kitchen in there. I have put Costa. I've put Starbucks. I've put McGreg's in there. Everything, and I haven't put everything in. So if you go on Google and search nutrition information for Nando's, it will come up with the menu and you can search whatever you want. I've put in the same nutrition information for Greg's and I've put it in myself. Exactly the same as what I've just done there with that muffin. I've done exactly the same with the foods that I would have from Greg's. Now I haven't put all the foods in from Greg's because I'm not going to eat all the foods in from Greg's. I don't like all of the food from Greg's. I've just put in the stuff that I might have. So I've put in stuff like I like the jammy biscuits. So I've put those in. I've put a bacon roll in. I've put a bacon baguette in. I haven't put a sausage one in because I wouldn't have one. It's not something that I'd have when I was out. So I haven't bothered putting all the foods in. That would just be a waste of my time. I know on Saturday I spent about an hour putting Wetherspoon's food in. I absolutely love it. My partner just goes, I don't know why you're saying that it's a pain, because you know you absolutely love it. And I do. I really do enjoy doing it. I'm really sad like that, and I really love doing it. I'm going, how many points are in that? I would have done it quicker because we only do tend to go to Wetherspoons for breakfast. I just love breakfast in Wetherspoons, but I ended up getting sidetracked by the puddings, and then I got sidetracked by the main courses as well. I was putting like the Doom pudding in, but I wasn't just putting like the Doom, pie in. I was putting the Doom pie as a Welsh one, if I had it with mash and if I had it with mushy peas. I got really, really sidetracked. So easy for me to do. Show me food and I'm sidetracked. But yeah, that is how I've done it. So I've got my Wetherspoon foods in. I tend to go for porridge. Weirdly, I've put stuff in and I tend to just go, okay, then I'll have porridge. But I've put in stuff that I may have. They do American style pancakes, and they've got a massive American style breakfast. Now, the likelihood of me ever having that is going to be very rare unless I'm having it off plan, because it's 58 points, but I've still worked it out just in case. It's mine is a just in case thing, because if I'm out and about and I go, right, I'll have that, but I don't know what the points are in it, so I might as well have the day off plan. Well, if it's in there, I haven't got that excuse. So that's why I've put stuff like that in. You don't have to. It's entirely up to you, but that's what I've done. So yeah, that's how I use the app. Hopefully it helps. If you need to know anything else, just ask me in the comments. But that's literally how I use it. I found it reasonably easy to get on with, and I find it absolutely fun. I'm loving it. I think it's brilliant. So thank you for tuning in. Hope this is helpful. See you later. Goodbye.